more questions here. So Matt has one. He says, any impressions on the announced Epson 4K home cinema laser projector? So I did hear about Epson. Now what, and I don't know if there's any truth to this, but some were suggesting that that unit may not come to the US. I think it's a UK version. So I guess time will tell whether or not it makes it over here. So again, there's no impressions because we don't have it. So
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
That I've been meaning to ask you, actually. Your Epson, what did you have before the JVC? Epson 50?
5040 UB.
Okay. Now, the Epsons are kind of like, they're known to have some pretty good black levels, right? That's kind of like, From what I've seen, it seems like
to be bright. So Epson Epson technically probably was brighter than my NX7, I believe.
Okay.
But what happens is because they increase the brightness, it basically is a trade-off. So they're not able to provide as good of black levels as JVC, and they're not able to provide as much contrast. And we're talking native contrast, not the inflated 1 million to 1 dynamic contrast. We're talking native contrast.
How about the 6050? I don't know what the differences are, but
I heard that was a great projector, honestly. I did not get a chance to review that one. But I heard that's a good projector, and it definitely was a nice step up from the 5040 UB.
Yeah. So they said, yes, they are known to have some of the best black levels. Really? And I'm not sure exactly which model, but I guess that kind of answers the question, though, because I'm not sure if it's only on the higher end ones, maybe. But yeah, you're saying that like it's not close, right?
It was no, definitely not. From the 5040 UB to the JVC NX7, no, not all. That was one of the things that I really noticed. It just had really deep blacks with the JVC. And when I was talking to Nigel, he even said that you're not going to get as nice of black levels in the Christie $140,000 projector as you will one of the JVC projectors. But again, you aren't getting the brightness that you're getting out of the Christie, and you're not getting the contrast, the native contrast. So there's always trade-offs. There's no perfect projector. You got to figure out what meets your needs.
Unless JVC
and
decides to do laser.
I'm not saying they were horrible. I'm just saying they weren't JVC level. Definitely by any means.
Oh, that's what UB stands for. Okay.
What's that? Yeah. Yeah, but how many times that's called marketing.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that they're horrible, but definitely I agree right here. Not JVC black levels.
Okay. What if JVC comes out with an ultra short throw? I wonder if they could do that same thing where it's like that. To me, like I don't think they would right now.
I don't see them
seem like they're interested.
So here's one thing that was interesting. I found out JVC, we kind of, in our space, we're like, oh yeah, JVC, that's a big market. Not really. It is such a small slice of their overall brand, like really, really small. Their major moneymaker is in like, how do I explain
VR?
It? Kind of like aviation.
Oh, simulator.
Yes, simulators for like pilots and stuff. That's like their bread and butter.
Really?
But here's the cool thing. Think about that. You've got a fighter pilot that's flying, whatever, many, many millions, maybe even billions. I don't know how much a plane costs, but they're extremely expensive. And so JVC wants to make sure that they've got the best, beautiful display, in all different kind of lighting conditions and such. So, and the color accuracy and all that. And so they've allowed that technology to trickle down into some of their projectors.
Don't tell me they have 3 of those, like, because, they have the 3 screens. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works. But
maybe they have a few of them, man.
Yeah. So, but that's really where they said that their bread and butter is in the flight simulators. So that's pretty cool.
Very interesting.